Perfect. All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as the presiding judge on this morning. I am ready to start my docket. We have a nice sized docket ahead of us on today. And so with that, I'm going to have the attorneys. If you could state your appearance for the record. I do want you all to know that there are 3 individuals that are here in the courtroom. We will find out, thank you. We will find out who they are. Only one is for. All right, only one is on the docket or will be on the docket. And that he is a prior case from Judge Lloyd. And I will have Ms. Mack send over the ROA to both Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens. And then we've also called down to specialty court to see who's going to come up and assist with that matter. So Miss, I already have I think you printed it out for me last week. So I still have it. If you want to use this to send to Mr. Fikens and to Mr. Reed. Okay. But give me mine back. Oh, no, you can have that printed one right now. You did? Okay. All right. Very good. I'm going to have the attorneys. Please place your appearance on the record. Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, vet court defense attorney, P23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. I also saw Attorney Harris with us this morning. State your appearance. Place your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Cherika Harris, P72832. I'm handling the traffic and other misdemeanor ordinance violations today, and I will join in on the motion. And good morning to your staff.
All right, thank you, Attorney Harris. Good morning to you. Your motion is granted. And then I am going to ask, if you are in my courtroom and you don't have your camera on, please do so that we can make sure we get you serviced in a good time frame. There's someone on a Galaxy A12, Miss Wilson, who does not have their audio connected. You may want to send them a message. Let's try to find out who they are so that we can make sure we help them. All right, with that, I see Mr. Ashton Gordon is on this morning. Mr. Gordon, I don't know that you are even on my docket this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Yeah, we said the 25th, 8:30, bright and early.
That's what we said.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me find your case manager because I don't have you on here. But still, I'm happy to see you. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to see you as well.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. I can't complain too much. I'm okay. We've had a very good couple weeks, so I'm not trying to get too happy anymore. Oh gosh, I'm not trying to get too excited. I'm like staying even, going through heat and everything, getting everything taken care of. So I enjoy it. I think I'm in a much better place.
All right, you're doing heat.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and what do you think of it so far?
I like it, being able to, not to say it, but not having the code switch, being able to kind of be myself a little bit and being able to have the actual conversations rather than feel like I gotta censor myself before I say anything in certain groups. It's a lot. I like this a lot better.
I love the feedback. Thank you for being honest. Listen, enjoy heat. It's a wonderful program. We went through heat training here at 36th District Court and Specialty Court, and it's probably it is the best training that I have had, just from a real personable way and just, yeah, it was good training. It was good training. Excellent training. So do it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you having any issues, any obstacles, anything that you need us to help you with, Mr. Gordon?
Not right now. No, ma'am. Nothing I can think of.
All right. And so how did you do for the Easter holiday?
I didn't really celebrate Easter. I bought her clothes. I bought both of my daughters their Easter outfits. So, and then I sent my eldest Easter basket. Her birthday's Wednesday, so I got to get her gifts and stuff together and send that down to her. And then once I can travel again, I'm gonna go see her.
All right. And you know that you can get with your case manager about travel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just want to make sure you know that travel is something that you can do. There's just a little footwork that has to be done and before you leave, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Very good. Mr. Yancey, I don't have Mr. Gordon on my docket, but if you could give me a case number and then you can proceed, and let's look him up in the system. Should he have been scheduled for today? Oh, all right. Mr. Yancey, give us a case number.
Yes, Your Honor, and this is a transfer case number. It is 21, the letter S and D, and then 0028.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell us about Mr. Gordon?
Mr. Gordon is doing pretty well. I just had a progress report Friday stating that he's doing well in Lake Ridge as far as outpatient treatment, and he's doing excellent in the HEAT program. So he's really doing well. He's screening compliant at this time. One of his goals is to get another promotion at work. That's probably a long-term goal. But as long as he keeps his sobriety, he should be able to reach that. He's, doing some work now that he really wants to do. So he just wants to move up in the company that he's with. So that's just going to take a little bit of patience, but he'll be able to do that. Other than that, he's doing well with us. He needs to discontinue treatment, start making some payments, and basically not sabotage himself when he's doing really well. So, and right now he's doing really well again. So he just needs to kind of keep doing what he's doing at this time. He's in and he's in phase 2, and he's in our 3-phase program. So he's about where he should be at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Gordon, did you have any questions for any of the team members on this morning?
No, not right now. I'm gonna give Mr. Yancey and talk about my fines just so I know how much I have to pay. I know what it be in a transfer case. I was very confused on how those would work or who I would be paying fines to, whether it be to the 36 or the 63rd where my case came from. So I'm kind of got to figure that one out.
Okay. All right. Very good. Get with Mr. Yancey, and I'm certain he'll be able to help you resolve that. All right. If anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Gordon.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Good report, Mr. Gordon. Your work in the program. We're proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. Stay safe, sir. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Gordon.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. I appreciate it.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Gordon, I was thinking about what you said about the HEAT program. As the judge said, we all went through it, and it was changing. I think it changed every one of us in some way, and I'm glad you're going through it, and I hope you feel the same way when you come out of it. I agree with the judge. It was probably one of the best programs I've ever been through, and I'm glad you're getting something out of it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Gordon?
Yes, Your Honor. We want to do a May 9th face-to-face with Mr. Gordon at 10:35. And then we want to have him come back on May 19th to be with us all on that date.
So that'll be for the graduation in person And it's here downtown. You can come to the court and walk over, or there is parking at the center. Mr. Yancey will get you that information, but graduation attendance is mandatory for everyone, and it is on May 19th.
Yes, ma'am.
So please save the date. Everybody save the date, save the date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Gordon, you're doing well. I need you to hang in there for just a second while we do Miss Pryor, and then I will release the two of you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I don't have Miss Pryor on my docket. What's going on?
Your Honor, I had her, I believe I had her down for.
She's at 10:35.
I had her down for a face-to-face, but I think she wanted to show her face to you this morning.
You wanted me to see your face, Miss Pryor? I'm gonna look at your face. Look at that pretty face. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 200-557-9901. Miss Pryor, state your full name.
Martasia Pryor.
All right, Miss Pryor, how are you today?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing well. You just wanted to come to court today. It's okay.
I thought it was court. I just be trying to be on it. I really thought it was court. I didn't know we had a face-to-face.
It's all right. You're in good shape anyways.
Yes.
All right. I see you changed up the hair. You look so nice.
Yeah.
All right. I see you. You ready, Miss Pryor? You're on phase 3. Is Miss Pryor on our list?
Yes, Your Honor, she is almost at the top of our list for graduation, but she is on our list. And
You are doing it.
And she can't wait, Your Honor.
Okay.
She can't wait, Mr. Yancey. She
No.
ready to get rid of her.
Yeah.
That's all right. You've worked this program though, Miss Pryor. That's it. You have worked this program, and we're very, very proud of you. How did you do during the Easter holiday?
Oh, it was fine. I had Easter at my house. Everything was great.
Okay, very good. So that means you cooked and all of that.
I helped.
You helped. All right. All right.
Yeah.
How's the family business going?
It's still fine. It's holding up.
It's holding up. All
Yes.
right. All right. Very good. Did you have any challenges, any difficulties during the holiday at all?
Nope. Everything was perfect.
All right. All right. Very good. And so is there anything you need us to help you with, Miss Pryor?
No, everything's been fine.
Okay. All right. How are those babies doing?
Fine. Getting big.
They are. They
Yeah.
are. All right. Aren't you glad you worked the program, Miss Pryor?
Yes.
All right. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Fight to the finish.
I'm sorry, do what?
Fight to the finish.
Fight until the finish.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Never let your guard down. Keep going
Yes.
till you get to the finish line. And then what are you gonna do after you get to the finish line?
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah. Don't lose your fight. Even when you get to the finish line, don't lose your fight. You're worth it. And you deserve it. You deserve it. Some good things have happened since you have been on this path. And so you certainly deserve it.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell us about Miss Pryor, who's supposed to be a face-to-face today?
Your Honor, Miss Pryor, she's she's really persevered with us, which we really appreciate. She completed treatment. She's still screening compliant. I think she's put up some boundaries as far as the people that she deals with. And she just like I said, she persevered even through some challenges. And she just kept going. There's some things she was going through, and I needed her to screen by a certain time, and she screened before then. So she's really worked the program. I've had a lot of contact with her. She's come down to make some payments, so I've seen her 2 or 3 times. So Ms. Pryor, she's a good example of, just hanging in there with us, trusting us, and coming out better in the end than where she started, Your Honor.
Yes. All right. Very good. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, is there anything you'd like to add as to Ms. Pryor?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Pryor, good to see you. Good report. Keep up the good work. I remember you said you were employed in the medical field, and that's always good. And the family restaurant, I hope it's going well. Good to see you. Be safe. Thank you, Ms. Pryor.
Thank you.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Ms. Pryor, you've done this program in a good way. You're almost there. Only a few more days in April and just a few days in May, and you'll cross that finish line. But as you said, you keep going after that. So you've made a great success of yourself while you're here, and keep up the great work, man. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Ms. Pryor, any questions?
No.
If no questions, Mr. Gansey, what's next?
Your Honor, I'm gonna have a real face-to-face with Ms. Pryor on May 9th, just so she's ready for everything. And then obviously we're gonna see her on May 19th, Your Honor, for a big shebang to celebrate her on that date.
Yes, absolutely. All right, very good. If nothing else, I don't see any other specialty court participants on. Mr.
Your Honor, there's one, sorry for interruption. There is one other, and he's phase one. This would be his absolutely first court hearing, and that is Alfonso Gates.
All right, but okay, and that's fine. I'll call him next, but I'm going to release Mr. Gordon and Ms. Pryor. You all take care, do well. I look forward to seeing you all in person on May 19th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
All right, take care. You too, thank you. All right. Ms. Mack and Ms. Wilson also knows that there is a Mr. Brandon Caldwell that's on my docket for 10 o'clock. He cannot Zoom in, he must appear in person. This is the gentleman that was quite disrespectful to this court. He's an absconder from our specialty court, and he was quite disrespectful, cursing and things of that nature. I will not, I don't care how much of a bond that he pays, I will not service him by way of Zoom. He must be man enough to walk into this courtroom and see me in person. And if he does not do that, he will go back into warrant status. All right, thank you so much. And Ms. Mack, I need you to confirm that he did in fact pay a bond, that somebody didn't just give him a court date. If he did not pay my bond, if they reduced it, then it needs to be reinstated. No, he's going to pay his bond. Okay. All right, thank you. Mr. Yancey, I don't see Mr. Gates. So Mr. Gates will need to turn on his camera.
He just did.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Gates. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. This is your first review with me?
Yes, I'm sorry I look a little whoosh, but
no, it's all right. It's all right. Listen, I'm just glad that you're here, and hopefully you've been working your program.
Yes, I've been screening, but my Hagera is on the 28th, I believe. My first.
Okay, that's this week, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Very good. Let me place your case number on the record very quickly. I have case number 210-575-8701. State your full name for me.
Alfonso Dwayne Gates.
All right. Thank you, sir. Leave that hair alone. I told you you are right.
Okay.
Good morning. All right. Very good. So, Mr. Gates?
Yes.
You've been testing and all of your screening has been well?
Yeah.
No issues to report?
No, I go every day. I gotta go today. I'm gonna go like when I get off work though.
All right. And you are
Yeah.
scheduled to see Higuera, the staff at Higuera, you said on April 28th, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right. Are you still willing to work the program, Mr. Gates?
Yes. I am honored
You
to work
are.
the program.
Well, look at Mr. Gates, and he's smiling early on a Monday morning. Now you scaring me. You sure
No,
you all right over there, Mr. Gates?
yeah, I'm up. I just took the girls to school, made them breakfast. Yes, I'm all right.
All right. All right. Very good. I'm so glad. I love when people actually are excited about working the program because the program works if you work it.
Yes,
So
and it could
I'm
be a whole
excited.
different way. So it could be something completely different. So I'm trusting
sir.
believe. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you for recognizing that on the front end. It could be totally different, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Have you learned anything since you've only been with me, what, about 2 weeks? Have you
Yes.
learned anything yet?
Yes, I'm staying away from certain people that I know leads me down the wrong path. So yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm
That's a
learning
good
that.
thing to learn.
Mhm.
Who you keep company with can sometimes determine your destination, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
That's why I've been with my kids. So that's the best way to stay out of trouble.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Who you keep company with can definitely determine how far you get in life. And so
Exactly.
that's a good thing to get on the front end of this. Very
Mhm.
good. All right, Mr. Gates, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Yeah, so like about because my birthday is kind of coming up. It's kind of far, but it's like in June and stuff. And I know like I'm like of a travel person. So I was trying to see like how would I go about that? I heard you talking to someone else about taking steps.
Why
So
you
I
laughing,
wanted to
Mr.
be
Gates? Why you laughing? Because I'm making faces at you.
yes,
Why you laughing?
yes, because
No, he didn't ask me about his birthday in June.
I'm
Listen,
sorry. I just want to say I had a
no,
ball.
that's the right thing to do. So you know what, Mr. I'm just laughing at you. That's all. Mr.
Okay.
Gates, listen, I'm glad you said something about it. You need to get with your case manager, Mr. Yancey, because there is some footwork that you need to do if you are traveling out of the state, right?
Mhm.
So unless you give us a reason, you give me a reason to say, no, you can't travel. I generally allow travel unless you give me a reason. And so,
Okay.
but there are some things that you need to do. So get with Mr. Yancey so you can
Uh-huh.
get those things done, and then it shouldn't be an issue as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Okay,
Okay?
Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Any other questions for the team?
No, not at the moment.
No? All right, Mr. Yancey, tell me about Mr. Gates.
Yes, Your Honor. You know, Mr. Gates, he's doing pretty good. Well, right now, obviously, he just started. He does have that appointment on the 28th, and you know, he seems enthusiastic. I've talked to him a couple times actually, and I've seen him also. So, you know, he knows it's a serious program. Though, you know, I'm glad he has a good spirit about it at this time. So that always helps. And I don't know if it's been a mix up, but he has been screening a couple of times back to back to back to back. So,
Yes.
so I'm gonna
Okay,
get
so
that
you'll check
cleared
into
up.
that?
I'm gonna get that cleared up. But the biggest thing is that he went ahead and did the screens first and then asked me about it second, as opposed to
There we
skipping them.
go.
So we really appreciate that. And one of the substances that he was using is going lower, 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 lower. So
Which is an indication of no new use.
Nope.
yes, Your Honor. So we're, you know,
There we
it's
go.
been 2 weeks, but we're it's been a happy 2 weeks at this point, Your Honor. He's been compliant for these 2 weeks. So he's got a good start, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Yancey, refresh my memory. Mr. Gates was the person that came in and had to sit in my box, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You look so different today, Mr. Gates. You
I
look
know.
better.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I haven't
Yeah.
seen him without a mask on. So
Yeah.
That may be it too. I'm like, why is he familiar? But that's what it is. He was in the box. He had to come in and see us. But Mr. Gates, he's gotten it together, so now we get to see his whole face. How about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, anything from Mr. Gates before I release him?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good to see you, Mr. Gates. You're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. Get a plan in place. Talk to Mr. Yancey. The court orders the number of screens that you're supposed to do, not the testing facility. Screens cost money. If the testing facility is ordering you to do more screens than the court orders you to do, bring that to Mr. Yancey's attention, because we know that they are costly. Thank you, Mr. Gates.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And Your Honor, if I might add to Mr. Gates, you hit the ground running, Mr. Gates. You have a great attitude. You come in here on a Monday morning with a smile. You said you're honored to be here. We're honored to have you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Gates? Mr. Gates, did you hear about saving the date for our graduation on May 19th?
Yes, would you like me to be there?
Sir, yes, you must be here.
Okay, yes.
He said, would you like me to be here? Now, Mr. Gates trying to make it personal. He gonna go tell everybody, the judge said she want me here. So yeah, Mr. Gates, the judge said, I want Alfonso Gates here at the graduation.
Okay. Yes, I'll be there.
We want you to come. You have to come and participate. It's going to be a great time, not just for our graduates, but for all of our participants. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Your Honor, we want to have a Zoom hearing on May 9th at 8:35, just to see how he's doing with Hagera and everything. And then after that, we'll have him come the next week on the 19th to the graduation.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Gates?
Yes, I got it.
All right. Wonderful. So good to see you. Take good care of yourself. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Okay?
Okay. You guys take care.
All right.
All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Let me put my mask on. I'm coughing. Give me 1 second, everybody. But it's so hot up in here. It is so hot up in here. And that fan is blowing. I have a fan that's blowing up toward my face. And if I breathe, catch it off guard, it chokes me up. It's another one. You leaving this with me? No, I dropped some stuff over. Oh, I was about to say, why are you leaving it with me? Okay. Another one? What's going on? I don't know, Dre. I don't know. Yes, you gave me one. Oh, no. Yeah, I have 2 more lines. I have to. I love you too. You know what you do? I do. It's just kind of make it hurt sometimes. I love when I do too. Some days are good. Yeah. And some days are rough. But at the end of the day, we're working hard to help people. And the reason I'm going for this is I'm dealing with that right now. let's do it. Are we ready? I want to call the remainder of the specialty court docket. While I'm doing that, Ms. Wilson, if there are any people that are joining us that are A cases, then please place them in the breakout room. So if you get an invitation to a breakout room, please accept that invitation. Thank you so much. All right. I am burning up back here, okay? All right, let's do it. I don't know why they have Mr. Dorsey on here, but that's okay.
This was his date when it got changed. This was his date.
So he has a new date?
Yeah, it's gonna be Wednesday.
Okay, so let me call it and put it on the docket.
Yeah.
I have the following. I'm on the 8:35 a.m. docket. I have for Philip Dorsey, 210-454-6801, SX 360-35671, U 510-19719, U 558-23220, U 575-98120, U 575-98320, U 593-34121, and case number 1904601 401 for Philip Lee Dorsey. This matter has been adjourned to April 27th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. That is a case that goes on another specialty court docket. So it's going to be adjourned. I have for the face-to-face for the specialty court docket, I am going to start with Latasha Bennett. I have the following for Ms. Bennett. I have case numbers SP 7918741 and case number SX 2027368 and case number 140-581-6601.
Your Honor, that's my case. I talked with Ms. Bennett. She's doing fine. She'll be coming back for a Zoom hearing on May the 2nd at 8:35 a.m.
So she has a return to court date. Or good morning, Mr. Griffin. State your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, drug court case manager on behalf of the probation department.
All right, thank you. So Ms. Bennett has a return to court date. I'm sorry, one more time.
May the 2nd at 8:35
May
a.m.
2nd. All right, very good. And she's doing well, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I have for Mr. Brandon Gilkey, 200-568-4301. For Mr. Gilkey.
That's my case, Your Honor. I spoke with Mr. Gilkey. He's at work. He's doing fine. He'll be coming back to see you also on May the 2nd at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. I have for Michael Lamar, case number Z8067021.
That's my case. Spoke with Mr. Lamar. He's doing fine, no problems. He'll also be coming back to see you on May the 2nd at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, thank you. I have for Ashley Richardson, case numbers SP 110-32971, SP 116-18892, and Z8069551 for Ashley Richardson.
Yes, Your Honor, I did contact Ms. Richardson actually Friday. I will touch bases with her again today, though. She's doing well. She's in compliance. We're going to have her come back on May 9th at 8:35 for a Zoom hearing, and then May 19th for the graduation.
All right, very good. Thank you. And then I failed to call one matter for Latasha Bennett. I also have case number 20GC01282. So my apologies, Mr. Griffin. And then I have for Lakeisha Anderson. I don't have a file for her. I have case number 201-29277 for Ms. Anderson.
I spoke with Ms. Anderson. Ms. Anderson is doing fine. No problems at this time. She'll also be coming back to see you for a Zoom hearing on May the 2nd at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. I think I'm writing April in all of these files. Okay, I'll have to do it over. All right, very good. Thank you. I believe that I have not missed anyone. There is Mr. Munoz that's here in the courtroom who was a part of the specialty court when Judge Lloyd was here. So I need someone to come down and to look at and be able to give this court some feedback. And then I know Mr. Yancey, you'll be down when Mr. Caldwell walks in. And then I believe that's all that I have for you all at this time. Did I miss anything?
No, Your Honor.
Did I miss anything?
No.
No? Okay, all right, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, as people are coming, and there's somebody that just came in on a telephone. Ms. Wilson, if we could reach out to that person. I cannot service you by way of telephone. You must come into the courtroom if you do not have Zoom capabilities. And so you need to get here before 10 o'clock, which means that you are to come down to 36th District Court, located at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit. I'm in courtroom number 133. Thank you so much. I will not be able to service you by way of telephone. All right, is there anything for my consideration as we get ready to transition to the traffic matters, as well as we have at least 2 specialty court matters that are still lingering out there?
Yes, nothing right now, Judge.
All right, very good. Okay. We'll be in recess and you all let me know when you're ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Wilson, if you could put Mr. Rosenthal in the breakout room with Ms. Harris, Attorney Harris, she's needing his assistance.
Good morning, Attorney Rosenthal.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right,
How you
good to
doing
see
this good Monday morning?
This good Monday morning, I am doing well. It's hot in this building, but I'm doing
It
well.
is. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Miss Wilson, you could put Miss Barbara Anderson in a breakout room with me. I'll talk to her.
Good morning. I already put her in breakout room with
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Jericho.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Mr. Ficus, I did not see her on the docket. Did you see her on the docket?
Yeah, I do. She's on the 9:30 docket. About halfway down the full page, about 2/3 of the way down the 9:30 docket, the Barbara Anderson.
Okay, I see her now. No insurance. Thank you. I see her.
Mr. Reed, how goes it here?
It's quiet so far.
Okay.
I think we still have the Mr. Munoz in the courtroom. Did you look at the ROA?
I did.
Looks like it's a state case from 2009,
Yes,
cleared in 2015,
correct.
drug court 2016,
Right,
warrant issued 2016.
right. Yep,
Do you know if a case manager is talking to him?
I do not. I do not. I have a Miss Allen in a breakout room. We found another ticket on her behalf, so I'm looking for the prosecutor, Mr. Rosenthal, to get an offer. And then my one person, Desiree Allen, will be set and ready to go.
My three are ready to go.
Do you see a Mr. Albato in the courtroom, Mr. Fikens?
In El Banco? I don't see him.
Camera's not on, but the name is on. ALBATUR.
I think that might be an attorney for Mr. Marlon Adams.
I do see the name that Mr. Reed was asking about, and I think that is just one person.
Oh,
I think, if I'm looking at this right, or maybe not.
mhm.
Or no, you might be correct. Maybe that is the attorney for that person.
Who wants to go in the breakout room with Mr. Adam Hill?
I'll do that.
Okay, you'll go back to,
The same one.
yes, please.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Accept the invite, Mr. Adams Hill.
Mr. Reed, good morning.
Yes, Mr. Yancey.
Did you or Mr. Fikens talk to Mr. Munoz by chance?
Not yet. We were waiting for one of the case managers to go first.
Okay. Okay, give me about 10 minutes and we should be in good shape.
Did you get the ROA?
Yeah, I got the ROA. Are we if we're live, I'll talk to you in a breakout room or something.
Okay, before you talk to him or after you talk to him?
I've already talked to him. I'm
Okay,
just
Ms.
waiting.
Wilson, can
I'm
I
just
go in the
waiting.
breakout room? Can I
Yeah,
breakout room with Mr. Yancey? Thank you. I have the invitation. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Ms. Wilson, is Mr. Reed off in a breakout room with someone?
Yes, he's in breakout room with Mr. Yancey.
Oh, yeah, very good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Good morning, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Wilson, Ms. Harris and myself are ready to, we've ready to go in front of the judge.
Okay, thank you. She knows.
Thank you.
he wants to close them out, but she's not going to do that. His name is something about program. Because I've heard.
Ms. Mack?
Yes, Mr. Reed?
Is Mr. Munoz in the courtroom?
Yes.
I need to go into a breakout room with him, so if that could be set up.
Okay, no problem. Give me a couple minutes.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I see him. Ms. Wilson, how do I get to a breakout room with Mr. Munoz? Thank you. I have an invitation. Breakout room 5. Thank you.
Hey, Miss Wilson, I'm here. I just got out of 333. Am I needed?
Yes, Mr. Hamad needs to speak with you.
Thank you. Can you please put me in a breakout room with him?
Right. Can you go back to 3?
Probably. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Miss Wilson, this is attorney Hassan Hamadi. I represent Hassan Al-Batur.
Yes, I sent you an invite to speak with the prosecutor.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, thank you. If you could reset, I got it. Join breakout.
Mr. Fikens?
Mr. Reed, how we doing?
I'm good. I was in a breakout room with Mr. Munzo,
Yeah.
and we just completed that. Did I miss anything?
No, but I might have missed things too. So I was in a breakout room.
I don't think you all missed anything. I think I think everybody's in a good position right now.
Great.
Okay. So, good.
Ms. Wilson? This is Attorney Hassan Hamadi again.
Yes.
I waited for the prosecutor and called out his name a few times. There's nobody there, so.
He
Think
should
you
have been
guys-
there. He's in breakout room 3.
Yeah, I was there since you put me in there and calling out his name periodically every few minutes. He's not answering.
He,
Okay, maybe he stepped out.
Yeah, he did. He went to a different courtroom for a second. He said he'd be back,
Okay.
just to let you know. But that was about 10 minutes ago, I think, so.
Hey, Miss Wilson, the attorney never came into breakout room 3.
That's what he just said about you.
Oh, no, I was in breakout room 3. I just had to leave.
Right.
You weren't in there if you left, because I was in there for 5 minutes.
I don't know how many cases you have, but I got 2 courtrooms, so I can't be waiting too long, sir. But if you want, you can place us in breakout room 3.
Yes, if you can go back, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. We're gonna go ahead. Did you notify a prosecutor? Let's notify a prosecutor, just to be, yes, Ms. Walker. That's what it should be. Ask her if she could jump in just for a second. I'd appreciate it. And then, Mr. Yancey, if you indulge me for a moment, I'm going to do some of Ms. Harris's matters, and then we'll journey on. Ms. Harris, if you are ready, I would like to call some of your cases. There you are. Good morning again to you. All right, have you brought your clients back from the breakout rooms?
I have not. I'm going to grab them right now.
All
And
right, very
I
good.
would too, Judge.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Let's do it.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
You're welcome.
She's on her way. All right. The prosecutor has to join us on one matter, so we'll get started. but then I'll have to stop because I need to get that case on the record. So Ms. Harris, let's do it. Who do you have up first? Let's start with dismissals, and then we'll do dates, and then we'll go to pleas and everything else.
Okay, I have no dismissal, so I have Mr. Al-Assad. We are seeking a trial date.
All right, for Mr. Al-Assad, thank you. I have the following matters. I have case number SP 991-464, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Al-Assad, state your full name, please.
Adnan Salah Al-Assad. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. All right. Counsel, your client is wishing to set what type of trial?
Bench trial, Your Honor. He is waiving his right to jury trial. I will also add for the record, there is one other matter. It's not listed on the docket. I did confirm it with Madam Clerk. It's Z8058221.
All right, we want to add that to the docket as well. And is that matter, is it still just pending? It hasn't been adjudicated, is that correct?
It has not been adjudicated. And if I'm not mistaken, the charge is operating with a high BAC, which is the reason we were set for pretrial today. So now we are requesting to move forward with a trial date. And I did speak with Mr. Rosenthal about this matter.
All right, then I am going to schedule this matter for a bench trial. I will schedule it for.
We already have a, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, who's hollering out at me?
Please don't shout out, Mr. Al-Assad.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, all right. I'm going to give a date for all 3 matters. I'm going to place this on a Friday because it's an alcohol-related matter, Mr. Rosenthal. I'm going to push it out probably a little bit farther if there was a bench trial date. And I am going, because I need to make sure that it's a date I'm here to do my trial.
Yes,
I'm going to schedule it for June 3rd, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I do think that's what Mr. Al-Assad was attempting to explain. I think we did set both pretrial and trial dates originally. So I hope that addresses your concern, Mr. Al-Assad.
It does, and I truly apologize, Your Honor.
It's okay. You're good. All right, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Attorney Harris.
Thank you.
All right. Give me 1 second. Attorney Hamadi, are you ready on your matter?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. And I'm trying to look at the last name of your client. Give me 1 second. I found it. I have case number Z8085131. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Hassan Hamadi, P77565, on and behalf Hassan Al-Batur, who sits to my left. Your Honor, Mr. Al-Batur is not going to understand a word that this court's saying, as well as myself. He would need an interpreter. The only reason I didn't request one is because when we filed our appearance, he just came to me and showed me a show cause, but I never received a date for his initial pretrial. This is a very old case.
All right, very good. Counsel, what language does your client, what type of interpreter does
Arabic,
your client need?
Arabic, Your Honor.
All right, it's early. Let me have my clerk contact the interpreter so that we can get things moving, okay? Especially since he didn't show up for his first matter with this court. Let's keep things moving. So if you can give us just a few moments, we'll see if we can get an Arabic interpreter. If we cannot, then I will reschedule it so we can make sure we're able to communicate with your client, okay?
Your Honor, just for purpose of procedure, I can wait, absolutely. We were just gonna set a trial date and get a new date, but if we need obviously an interpreter for that, we can wait.
All right, let's see. Let me see, Miss Mack.
They're trying to get one now.
Okay, they're checking to see if they can get one, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you,
Okay? All right, just give it a few minutes. I won't have you wait a long time, but give it a few minutes. All right, very good. Let me know, Miss Mack, and if they don't call back in a few minutes, I'll proceed. All right, Miss Harris or I think Mr. Fikes, who do you have up next?
I do have a dismissal, Your Honor. That's Jasmine Anderson, I'm sorry.
Anderson, all right, very good. I have for Jasmine Anderson, SP 123-24841. Ms. Anderson, please state your full name for the record.
Jasmine Neil Anderson.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Ficus, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would also ask this court, if it is all right, if we could add ticket number SP 123-24821. That was from the same incident. It was an expired plate ticket. And the reason I'm asking this court to add it to the docket is because I brought both these matters up to the attention of the city attorney. Because she's shown compliance, she got her license, she got her plates. Judge, there's a recommendation to dismiss both these matters. We join in that recommendation and stipulate the probable cause.
All right, has it been determined that she does not owe anything else to 36th District Court? Because you know I don't do dismissals if people owe us money.
I looked, Judge, I'm going off not a court computer, but a public computer, but it showed nothing other than those matters.
Nothing else? All right, then I'm setting aside the default judgment in the case number SP 123-2482, and I am dismissing without prejudice both matters with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Your matter is dismissed, both of them.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care. All right, Ms. Harris, who do you have up next?
Mr. Allen, Lenoris Allen.
All right, Mr. Allen, if you could unmute, I have the following for you. SP 1134983, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Allen, state your full name for me. He has to unmute first.
Press the microphone again, Mr. Allen.
Can you hear me? Oh,
I
okay.
can.
Oh, yes. Hello?
There are, I actually have 6 matters in this file for Mr. Allen. I only have 3 on my docket. And so, Ms. Mack, I'll need you to tell me, here, I'll give this to you, what's going on with these 3. All right, Ms. Harris, while she's doing that.
Your Honor, we did discuss the 3 matters that are on the docket. I went over his rights. It was his request that these matters be set for trial, please and thank you. Waiving the right to jury trial.
All right, very good.
Sorry, these are at warrant status, so.
He's got warrant status, 3 other matters. 3 other matters. So he's gonna have to come down and post a bond before he can even get a trial date. He's got 3 other matters in warrant status.
Understand, Your Honor, could we know what the charges are on those matters?
Yes, ma'am. Driving, count 1, driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance. Count 3, failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person.
Will the court allow him to enter a plea today in lieu of having to come down and post a bond, if we could resolve all 6 of the matters today?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I always encourage if that's what your client wants to do. So you want to take a moment to do that?
Please and thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you. You can send Mr. Allen back to the breakout room. Let's wrap up what you have in court though, Ms. Harris, before you go back to the breakout room. Who do you have next, Ms. Harris?
Ms. Anderson.
All right, thank you, Ms. Anderson, LaBarbara Anderson. If you could unmute for me, thank you. I have, where do I see Ms. Anderson?
Good morning, Judge. Thank you.
Good morning, I do see you. I have case number 215-179-111. State your full name for me, Ms. Anderson.
LaBarbara Anderson.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, she has some other things in the file. Ms. Harris, did you know about, she has some other matters in here?
Yes, Your Honor. My understanding is that she had 6 other matters, civil infractions.
Looks like there are 6 other matters. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we do have a recommendation. She would be waiving her right to trial, admitting responsibility, entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation.
All right, very good. Tell me about that recommendation.
So on case ending in 8771, that
Hold
charge,
on,
which
let me
is,
find it. Let me find it. 1 second. Okay, I have it. Yes, ma'am.
that count would be amended. So that count originally is 16 to 20 over. It would be amended to limited access 1 to 5 over. That same ticket, count 2, the disregarding a red signal, would be amended to blockading. And she would be entering a plea on case ending in 9111, which is the case listed on the docket, amended to improper plates.
All right. And then the remaining 4 matters would be dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Upon payment of all fines and costs, right, counsel?
Yes, Your
That's
Honor.
your understanding? All right, very good. Give me a second. Let me have you, Ms. Anderson, please raise your right hand. And thank you, Ms. Mack and Ms. Harris, for finding out if there are any other outstanding matters at 36th District Court. I don't take pleas and do all of those wonderful things when people still owe us money. All right. Do you swear or affirm, Ms. Anderson, that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Ms. Harris, you may proceed.
Ms. Anderson, you were advised of your rights with regards to the matters you have before the court, correct?
Yes.
You understand that you do have the right to have a trial and or formal hearing where the officer would have to appear and the people would have to prove the case against you?
Yes.
And it's your decision to waive your right to trial and or formal hearing and to enter a plea, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And on the date and time listed in the citations, were you operating a motor vehicle within the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle with improper plates, or did you not have insurance, which would have made your plates improper?
Yes. No insurance.
And were you speeding in excess of the speed limit, possibly 1 to 5 over the speed limit?
Yes.
And did you impede or blockade the flow of traffic that day? Or did you disregard a red or amber signal?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, I'm satisfied as well. I am trying to figure out what y'all doing over here, but okay. I'm ready. I am ready to do sentencing as I indicated. Ms. Anderson, I do not do dismissals until everything has been paid in full. However, you're in great shape on today. I do have to place case numbers on the record because they did not appear. And so in the matter of case number 215-179-111, I am accepting your plea of guilty. I'm amending that charge to improper plates. I'm assessing the cost in the amount of $225. The fine in this matter will be $75. And I'm going to do all of them first. And then I'm going, with respect to case number SP 1329877, count 1. I'm accepting your plea of responsible. I've amended the charge to limited access 1 to 5 miles over the posted speed limit. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $125. For count 2 of the same matter, I'm accepting your plea of responsible. I'm amending that charge to blockading traffic. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. On the following cases, case number SP 118-26852, case number SP 132-98773, case number SP 132-98871, and case number 215-179-091. Those matters are going to be adjourned for review. They will be dismissed once we have received full payment for all of the fines and costs that have been assessed on today. And so, Ms. Anderson, how much time do you need to get these matters paid?
I can give you 400 Thursday, this coming Thursday.
Okay, let me see what you have going on here.
I get paid every Thursday.
All right, you owe roughly about $500.
Oh, can I get till Tuesday next week?
Yeah, do you know what? I'll give you a couple of weeks to get it paid. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I want to make sure I set you up to win because you're in great shape.
Okay.
So what I'll do, yes, ma'am. What I will do is I will schedule this. I'll schedule this for a review. I'll adjourn it to pay. Let's see. Let's do May 20th, 2022. I'm going to put all of this on my docket at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get everything paid in full before May 20th, 2022, then you don't have to come back. I will dismiss the remaining matters on your behalf. If you don't get it paid, however, you do need to come back. Okay?
I get it paid. Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything
So
else
I just come down there and pay it? How do I do this?
You can. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I didn't know the court was open. Okay.
Yes. Oh, we are open. Absolutely. Y'all going everywhere else. We said come and see us too, because we need y'all to. All right. Very good. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Anderson. And understand that if you don't get it paid and you don't appear, I'm going to set aside the entire thing and you'll be right back where you started from.
No, I'm gonna pay it. I'll try to pay it Thursday.
Okay.
You said 500. Okay.
It might be a little bit more than that, but just, yeah, I was looking at 500. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good.
So if I
Thank
pay
you,
it,
ma'am.
I have to come back on Zoom.
No, ma'am.
Okay. That's a good deal.
All right. You're very
All right.
welcome. Take
Thank
care.
you. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Shirley. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Yep.
All right. I have the prosecutor. Did I see Ms. Walker?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, yes, she is here. Good morning. Are we ready to proceed?
We are ready, Judge.
Before you proceed, Your Honor, Ms.
yes.
Wilson, could I go into a breakout room with Mr. Allen? Please and thank you.
And then before we proceed, Mr. Hamade, I am going to go ahead and give your client I believe you asked for a trial date. Is that correct, Mr. Hamade?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to give a trial date. Again, Mr. Rosenthal, I'm going to push this out a little bit. I will also put this trial date on June 3rd, 2000. And what type of trial? You're asking for a bench trial, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, that bench trial date will be June 3rd, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you
for your patience, and we will request an interpreter for your
I
client.
appreciate it. Thank you, Judge. Nice seeing you.
All right,
Bye.
have a good day.
Thanks.
All right, very good. Let's do it. I'm ready on the prosecutor's case. I have, what did I do with my ROA? Wait the wrong one. All right. I have case number 0906713401 for Ricardo Munoz Guadiana. And so I'll start with the prosecutor. Place your appearance on the record, please.
Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you. And then Mr. Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court.
Yes, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then, sir, please state your full name.
Ricardo Munoz Guadiana.
All right. Thank you. And good morning to you. Thank you for your patience this morning. All right, Mr. Yancey, I've had an opportunity to review the ROA with respect to this particular individual. And just for the sake of brevity, he was admitted into drug treatment court after not doing well on regular probation. And that took place in 2015, May of 2015.
Had the defense attorney put their
I'm sorry.
We haven't had the defense attorney for their appearance.
Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. Mr. Reed, your appearance. He's put
Thank
it
you.
on for the morning for everybody. But go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Defense Attorney. Judge, on behalf of Mr. Munzo, my continuing appearance for all my clients, Judge. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you. So the defendant was accepted into drug treatment court under Judge Lloyd back in May of 2015. And then at some point, he failed to appear. July 2016, he went into warrant status. He was not released from drug treatment court. He just stopped showing up. And so he went into warrant status and was an absconder. I believe last week this defendant did walk into the courthouse to try to get this matter resolved. And they told him that he was told by someone at the counter of the courthouse that he could not walk into this courtroom, which was not accurate information. And so subsequently he was called and told by staff at 36th District Court that he did need to report, because anytime anyone is an absconder from any of the specialty courts, I give them an opportunity to walk in, because I don't know what shape they may be in, and they may be on the brink of giving up, and we want to be able to help them to get them back on track. And so I do applaud Mr. Munoz for coming back on today. In doing so, I had Mr. Munoz tested, and Ms. Yancey took him to the lab. And Mr. Munoz, you know that you tested positive for several substances. Is that correct? All right. And so you have absconded from our drug treatment court program. You're obviously continuing to use substance. And so that's where we are. And I'd like to I'll hear from Mr. Yancey as the recommendation. I'll hear from the prosecutor. I'll hear from defense, and then Mr. Munoz, I also would like to hear from you today, okay? All right, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. So the only correction is that Mr. Munoz, he absconded August 1st of 2016.
Oh, okay. I had in here that he had a review and didn't come in, but go ahead. That's fine.
So, Your Honor, we haven't seen him since either May or August of 2016.
Yeah.
He had a drug screening today. And he was positive for 3 substances, Your Honor. So as a result, Your Honor, we're going to recommend jail time. We're going to recommend 7 days because he was gone for 7 years. So a day a year.
Yes. And then I'm not going to be able to really have any conversation with you, sir. You're under the influence of 3 substances. Ms. Walker, thank you for your recommendation. Ms. Walker.
Yes, Judge, I have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Yancey. What Mr. Yancey and I would both like to do is see his file. It being so old, it's going to take probably a little while to get that file back. What we'd like to see is where he was at in the program at that time, what his drug of choice were, what his sanctions had been. It appears he paid all his fines and costs off. He had done a lot in the program and was working through it. Problematically, he hasn't learned from it. So the people will concur with Mr. Yancey's recommendation, but what we would like to do is also find that file. And that being the case, we would ask, and I believe just for future reference sake, we will have to have him put back into the program with the time remaining on his contract, in addition to the COVID time that we can assess, because obviously there is still some issues that need to be addressed.
All right, thank you. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I'm hearing something that I discussed this case with Mr. Yancey, and in my discussions with Mr. Yancey, I was informed that he did, in fact, test today, and that he was positive for 2 substances, and I'm hearing now that he's positive for 3 substances, and I was not aware of that. Is that correct, Judge? I'm hearing 3?
Yes, 3 substances, and let's make sure that Mr. Reed gets the printout, because it's 3 substances.
Yes, Judge. And I was aware that he would test positive. I was under the belief that he was testing positive for two substances which are legal substances. If there's a third substance in that's not legal, I was not aware of that. Judge, in talking to Mr. Yancey, we discussed the fact that he was, in fact, in drug treatment court, that he did walk away from drug treatment court. I discussed this matter with Mr. Munzo. His belief was that he had completed the program, had done everything he was supposed to do, but that was in fact not the case. He did not have permission from the court to leave drug treatment court. He wants to comply with the court's order. He wants to do whatever is necessary to make this right. He was respectful, courteous. He accepted all the responsibility when I talked to him, and he does want to complete the program. And as I indicated, he wants to complete it by following the court's orders. But, I'm not recommending any jail time for him. I'm still trying to determine his drug testing status at this time. But he does want to complete the program. He was compliant, and he does apologize for walking away from the program, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I believe that they just sent you over the test results, Mr. Reed, so please take an opportunity to look at them.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Munoz, is there anything that you would like the court to know on today?
Just that I'm sorry, and I know I made a mistake. I thought I did finish the program because I was gonna graduate. When I did come, I was gonna graduate, but I did have the 40 hours that I needed to do the community service.
So you didn't finish the program?
I did finish the 40 hours.
No.
I did turn in the papers.
Okay, but you know that the judge, I'm sure you had been with Judge Lloyd long enough to know that when people complete the program, that the court makes a disposition on their charges. You don't just say, I'm done and I don't come back. Now, you know better. You did. You knew better. All right, you tested positive for, and one of them is an illegal substance that you tested positive for.
I didn't know that.
What, how would you?
I was out this weekend and, had a couple of drinks and whatever.
No,
I did smoke, and I didn't know what that was in there, so.
Well,
I couldn't.
Mr. Munoz, if you would say to me, I need help, that I have issues, hold on, you can't talk with me. I gave you an opportunity to speak, and I'll give you another one. If you tell me you need help, that's one thing. But when you're sitting here telling me, I don't know how, you need more help than you think you need. You really do, because you know what? How old are you, Mr. Munoz?
41.
You're 41 years old. At 41, we know that when we go out on the weekends, on the holidays, when the weather gets good, we know who we're going out around, and we know what our friends do. And if we don't know, we shouldn't be drinking, eating, or smoking anything that they offer us. That's just what 41-year-olds do, who don't have an issue with illegal substances. That's just what we do. We say no. I don't know what you do, so no. Or I know what you do. And the answer is still no. So, sir, you need more help than probably you understand at this point. And so because of the substance that you tested positive for, and coupled with the fact that you did walk away from this program, I am following the recommendation. I'm sending you to the Wayne County Jail. I'm going to bring you back on May 2nd, 2022 at 10 o'clock a.m. to give the prosecutor and the specialty court staff an opportunity to look at everything for him. I hope that it looks like you have about 6 months that we can work with you, that you will come back and work with us, because this is just a sanction. This is not jail time on the underlying charge that brought you to court. This is just a sanction. And so that's where we are. Do you have any medical challenges? You don't have to tell me what they are, but if you have some, let me know so that I can mark your file medical. No medical issues, nothing I need to know about? All right, very good. If nothing else, I'm scheduling him for May 2nd. He is to be dressed out and brought over to 36th District Court with his belongings. So we'll make sure we put that on there.
What time?
At 10 o'clock a.m. All right, very good. All right, sir, I will talk with you on Next week, Monday. Thank you, Prosecutor Walker.
Thank you, Judge.
I appreciate you. Here, Miss, I wrote it up for you. All right. I am ready on the remainder of the docket. Are we ready to proceed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Judge, I would ask Mr. Marlon Adams Hill.
All right, Mr. Adams Hill, I have the following: 217-3416-31, and case number U 611-41821. Please state your name, sir.
Marlon J. Adams Hill. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. How are we proceeding today?
Judge, my client would like to avail himself of the offer made. He'll be tendering a plea of guilty on the no license ticket, asking this court to reduce it to fail to display and dismissing the loudspeaker ticket.
All right. Very good. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
All right. Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you. And Judge, just a technicality. His ticket name went, one ticket has Marion, one has Marlon. His first name is Marlon, M-A-R-L-O-N. I just wanted the court clerk to know that.
Thank you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Mr. Fikens. Can you mute me for a second, please? All right, very good. I am ready, Mr. Fikens. Thank you for your patience. You may proceed.
Thank you.
I've made the change to the one ticket. His name is Marlon.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good.
Sir, you have, you understand you have a right to a trial in both these matters, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Correct.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
Okay. Sir, I direct your attention back to the date and time of the citation. On the date and time of the citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to produce a valid license, you could not do so because you did not have a valid license, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to the factual basis and the constitutional waiver.
Thank you. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm assessing our costs in the amount of $225, and the fine will be $50. And I am adjourning for dismissal the remaining matter. Once you've paid in full, that matter will be dismissed. How quickly can you get your ticket paid, sir?
I could get it paid Friday.
By Friday? All right. So this is what I'll do. I will place you on my docket for Tuesday. I'll adjourn this to pay. It'll be Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022 at, what did I put the adjourn to pays for? 10:30? Yeah. 10:30? Okay. For 10:30 a.m. All right. And as long as you get it paid before that date, you don't have to come back to court. You'll get your dismissal. If you fail to pay and you don't show up at court, then you'll be right back where you started from. Okay, I'm gonna set everything aside.
Okay. Thank you,
All right,
Your Honor.
thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, who do we have up next?
I don't know if Ms. Harris wants to go next or if she does.
Ms. Harris, what do you have next?
I have Mr. Allen, Your Honor.
We ready on Mr. Allen this time?
We are, Your Honor.
I have the file, yes, ma'am. All right, very good. I am going to call his cases, and then let's make sure we add the things that are not on my docket, add them. So, folks, you know, we working up in this program. And for Mr. Munoz as well.
He's on the docket.
Oh, he was?
Oh, no, he wasn't. No, he
No,
wasn't. No, he
okay.
wasn't. But I did put him on though, Judge. I
Okay,
did.
thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. I have for Mr. Lenoris Allen, I have case number P11349883, counts 1, 2, and 3. I also have case number P1141280, counts 1, 2, and 3. Counsel, your appearance.
Erica Harris on behalf of Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen, please state your name for the record.
Lenoir, excuse me. Lenoir Allen.
All right, thank you.
Oh, yes.
Your Honor, we've discussed the cases before the court today, as well as the cases that were just brought to our attention. He does understand his constitutional rights. He is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to a recommendation that I did discuss with Mr. Rosenthal, wherein Mr. Allen would enter a plea under case ending 2802 and 9832. Both charges would be amended to improper plates, the remaining matters to be dismissed.
All right, upon full payment. Yes.
Yes,
All
I
right.
forgot that part. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, all right, no problem. All right, I'm just getting that. Mr. Allen, would you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Ms. Harris, you may proceed.
Mr. Allen, you do recall us discussing the cases before the court today, is that correct?
Yes.
And you remember when I told you about your constitutional rights, specifically your right to have a trial on the matters?
Yes.
And that the trial could be by judge or by jury?
Yes. Yes.
And it's your decision after our discussion to waive your right to trial and enter guilty pleas, is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
And so on the date and time listed in the citations, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And on both occasions, were you operating without insurance?
Yes, I was.
And that would mean your plates were not proper, correct?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your plea of guilty as to both matters. I will also amend both matters to improper plates. And with that, I am ready to assess fines and costs. I'm going to only assess costs one time, and I'm going to assess it on the matter ending in 49832, count 2 of that one. And the cost will be $225. And then for that particular matter, I'm going to assess the fine in the amount of $50. And then on the remaining matter, I am going to assess the fine in the amount of $50. Counsel, when will your client be able to get everything paid?
Your Honor, we are going to respectfully request 30 days to make payment. Mr. Allen, that would be enough time, correct?
Yes, it would. Yes. 250. Yes.
Yes, you may have some other warrant costs or what have you, but yes, I'll give you 30 days. And actually what I will do, I'll adjourn it to pay, and I will let's see, adjourn it to pay. And we will bring this back on May 27th, 2022, and that will be at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, long as you get it paid before that, you don't have to come back. But if you don't, you do have to show up in court, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you, sir.
thank you.
All
Marla.
right. All right, very good. Do we have any additional matters?
One other judge, but she needs to get on camera, Desiree Allen.
It says the host disabled my camera.
All right, give me 1 second.
It's Miss Allen.
All right, I am ready. I have. Thank you. For Ms. Allen, I have case number SP 120-89241. Ms. Allen, state your full name for me, please.
Desiree Allen, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fikens. Ms. Allen has a whole printout of a lot of things here at 36 District Court.
She sure does, Judge. I count up an additional 6 tickets.
She's got some default judgments.
Correct. Those are part of the 6. So a total of 7.
I'm seeing more than 6.
Again, I'm going off a public computer, so I counted 7 off the public computer. Judge.
Miss Matt, can you send this? Is this updated? Yep, this was just run April 11th by Judge Sherman. And so, listen, you need to send this one to, and then on all of these, well, these are all parking tickets, so they wouldn't be us. Yeah, but she's got a whole lot of that's out here. No, this sheet has far more.
I went back, okay.
And then I see a few default judgments with no amount entered. Here, let me give you what is in here. Yeah, Mr. Fikes, you may have to go back to the drawing board on this unless Ms. Mack will confirm that it's only 6 more, but that sheet says far more.
Yeah, but a lot of these are parking tickets.
No, the ones that I saw some parking and I removed those, but there's still a whole bunch of things that are not parking tickets. I see default judgments.
Yeah, but they're closed.
Right, but does she owe us money? I'm not gonna take her plea and she owes us money.
No, there's no money on them.
I paid a lot of my tickets, Judge.
Okay, give me a second, Miss Allen. I'm gonna let my clerk figure that out for me, okay? But
Okay.
thank you for letting me know.
Okay.
Which ones?
The ones
That have money next to them?
No, those, yes, except, now see, this is not updated. That's, I did a new one.
That's what I need to.
Yeah, this is a new one. This is what I just printed.
Judge, I believe you've been muted if you're.
Oh, okay. There's a total of 7 matters that need to be addressed, Mr. Fikens. Are you ready to proceed on those 7?
We are, Judge.
Okay.
That goes just back in the file.
Okay, this is not updated.
No.
Okay,
No.
that's
The
scary.
one I gave you is updated.
All right, give me a second. I may need you to print me out one ROA. Give me a second. I don't think I have one for. 1, 2, 3. How does that work? There is one in here. I have these 3, but what is this? Is the ticket number off or what? Because I have it 5, 3. Yeah. All right, Mr. Vikings, I'm going to call all of the case numbers into the record. I do have everything at this time. And so, and then the matters that are not on my docket, Ms. Mack, will be added to my docket. So I have case number P1208924, counts 1, 2, and 3. I also have case number SP116530. Counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number P1165301. All right, Miss Allen, state your name for me.
Desiree Allen.
All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Vikings, what are we doing?
Judge, there was a recommendation which my client would ask this court to adopt. The recommendation is if she pleads guilty on the matter that was on the docket originally, SP 120-89241, driving while license suspended, the court would consider reducing that to fail to display. She is also asked to plead guilty on SP 1165302, count 3, which is disregarding a red signal, asking this court to reduce that or modify that to blockading traffic. All the other matters that this court read, besides those 2, would be dismissed pursuant to the recommendation.
All right, very good, Mr. Vikings. Thank you. All right, ma'am. Good morning. Could you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Vikings, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Allen, well, we've come to the final day, huh? We're going to try to take care of all these matters, right?
Yes,
And I know you've done a lot. You've told me that, and congratulations. But you understand that you have a right to a trial and formal hearing in these matters, correct?
yes,
And you wish to give up that right and plead guilty on one matter and responsible on the other, correct?
yes,
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty and responsible today?
No.
Ma'am, I'm going to direct your attention back to the date and times of these two different citations. One is SP 120-89241. On the date and time of that citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to display a valid license, you could not do so because you did not have a valid license, correct?
correct.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm also going to direct your attention to citation number SP 1165302, count 3. On the date and time of that citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And were you stopped by a police officer?
yes,
And that is because you disregarded a red signal. Is that correct?
correct.
And you were admitting responsibility to the same, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to both counts.
All right, thank you. I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea. I'm responsible to the civil infraction. I'm amending that charge to blockading traffic. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. And then for the civil for the misdemeanor that you have pled guilty on, I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I'm amending that charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm assessing cost in the amount of $225, and the fine will be $50. When can you get everything paid?
In about 2 weeks.
All right, very good. I do want to applaud you for working hard to get all of those things off and get you a license, ma'am. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Get you a license, all right? All right, very good. This is what I'll do. I'll adjourn you for payment, and that will be on May 16th, 2022, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid before that date and before that time, then you don't have to come back. We'll automatically dismiss the matters that were supposed to be dismissed. If you don't get it paid, then you do need to come back to court, okay?
Okay, can I get the 2 ticket numbers so I can pay them online? Well, I have the one for today. I need the other one.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Fikens. I'm gonna
I
let
can
you
provide,
handle
yes,
that.
I'm sorry, Judge, I can handle that in a breakout room with Miss Allen.
Okay.
I can also give it to her right now if you want, Judge, either way.
It's up to you. You can. I'm writing her up.
Thank you, Judge. Ma'am, the two ticket numbers are SP 12089241
9241. Okay.
and SP 11653023.
1165
3023.
3023. And the first one was 12089241.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Congratulations to you, Miss Allen.
Thank you all.
Yes, congratulations. All right, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for your
Thank you all
patience
so
this
much. Have a
morning.
good one.
You too.
Good day, Miss Allen.
Right. All right, Mr. Fikes, thank you.
She was so nice in the breakout room, Judge. She was just a pleasant person to deal with. She brought up these tickets. She wanted to take care of them. She was excited about this and excited about getting her license back. I was excited for her, Judge.
I'm excited for her too. I want everybody driving legally.
That's what I told her. I said, the judge will be happy with you.
Absolutely. Let me make one other. All right, very good. There you go. Who do we have up next? Is there anyone left in the breakout rooms?
I think that's it, Judge.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready to call the remainder of the docket. And see, Ms. Mack, you let me schedule some stuff that I shouldn't have been scheduled. My show cause date, because my show causes will be on Wednesday afternoons. My show cause date for the purposes of this docket, it will be May 11th, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. And then for capias will be set at a personal bond unless stated otherwise by the court. Here we go. I have for the 8:30 docket, DeAndre Addison, SP 1138445, counts 1 and 2, scheduled for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Capias will issue. The bond is set at $50 cash or surety as to each matter. I'm dropping down to the 9:30 a.m. docket. I have for Andre Alexander, SP 113-49071, that will be a capias. For Carolyn Alexander, SP 117-6653, counts 1 and 2, both are capias. For Portia Allen, I have SP 117-60071, capias. For Ricara Allen, SP 113-4998, counts 1, 2, and 3, all 3 will be capias. For Michael Ambers, 203-98130, counts 1 and 2, both will be capias. For Tyrone Amy Jr., SP 113-48521, capias. For Candace Anderson, SX 385-00353, capias. For Sylvia Anade, SP 114-14501, that will be a capias. For Derek Anthony, case number SP 115-9618, counts 1, 2, and 3, all of those will be capias. For James Ashley, U 447-02818 and U 471-86118. Scheduled for arraignment on the bench warrant. Capias will issue. That bond will be set at $25 cash or surety as to each matter. For 9:45 a.m., Janelle Adams, 217-376-521, capias. For Tony Ayers, 217-369-46, counts 1 and 2, both capias. And then for the reckless driving, that bond is going to be set at $50 cash or surety. For Angel Elohi, 217-24142, counts 1 and 2, both of those will be capias. For Aaron Alexander, SP 120-958-4, counts 1 and 2. Oh, wait a minute. Aaron Alexander, yes, counts 1 and 2, both will be capias. For Christiana Alexander, SP 122-695-02, that will be a capias. For Andre Allen, SP 122-763-61, capias. Micah Alex, SP 123-02-131, capias. Zanab Al-Watan, SX 392-707-72, capias. I'm on the 9:45 a.m. docket. Blair Anderson, SP 123-23371, capias. Charles Anderson, SP 122-97921, capias. Tyrone Anderson, SP 122-48051, capias. Andre Andrews, SP 123-36261, capias. For the 10 o'clock docket, it is now 11:21. I'm satisfied I've given the parties ample time to walk in. On Z805-7351, I need Mr. Yancey to prepare a warrant for me for Mr. Brandon Caldwell. He is an absconder from drug treatment court. He must physically report to the courtroom. He did not show up on today. KPS will issue. The bond is set at $1,000, cash or surety. Please indicate, do not reduce my bond. He must see me, and please make sure that it's in there, that he must see me because he is a drug treatment court absconder. And then I have a Khalil Donaldson, U581-17120, scheduled for pretrial today. In charge with entering a property without the owner's permission. KPS will issue. That bond will be set at $50, cash or surety. And that is the docket for 10 o'clock. All right. And then our next group of cases will be at 1:30, but we also have staffing today at 1:30. I don't know who would have scheduled a trial today at 1:30. 2 trials. This is, yeah. So you all got my email. They did something, and so now it's going to be fixed, but we won't see the fruit of that until September.
Yeah, we were told Christmas last year, Judge, so we're improving.
We're getting better. All right, Mr. Fikes, don't get me in trouble. I'm trying to play nice.
I'm sorry, Judge, we're live. I apologize to everyone.
Don't get me started, because you know I'm ready to jump in. All right, so for 1:30, let's come on, and maybe I'll push staffing back, but I need to staff for Tuesday. And I need to staff for Thursday. So if we could get that word, I need to staff for Tuesday and Thursday on today. Okay.
And Your Honor, if I might address Attorney Harris, if we can work together on those trials, I think I can work those out, and we'll do the arraignments. And if you're planning on coming back this afternoon, if you were, maybe you weren't.
I didn't know if I was supposed to or not, but I can. I don't have a problem with zooming in to help you out.
Okay, that would be great. That would be great. And so if you all could work on, what we'll do is, Mr. Reed, will you be in staffing today?
Yes, Judge, I will be in staffing. What time are we starting? 1:15 or 1:30?
No, we'll do it at 1:30. No, this is what I'll say, 1:45. And so as people come in, I'll put them in breakout rooms to talk with Mr. Fikens, and a breakout room to talk with Ms. Harris. And then when I finish, I don't know. I don't know if they, maybe I'm supposed to split. Maybe it's 2 of me somewhere and they didn't tell me. Okay.
What we can do, Judge, once we.
But that works, Judge.
Everything is ready, I'll let you know.
That works.
Right, but I need to staff.
I know, do your meeting, and when I say, okay, everything is ready to go, then I'll be like, okay, Judge, we ready. I don't know if you'll be able to break away.
Okay. All right. But that doesn't solve the issue. So, but just you all could be here at 1:30, and then I'll put on the doorbell thing. But then when we start staffing, I have to put you all in breakout rooms because that information, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll do it that way. We'll work it out because we can.
We will.
And we will. All right, very good. Thank you all. You all were great this morning. I don't even know what to do with myself at 11:25. I'm just playing because I have a ton of things I can get done. But it is refreshing to be able to get them done and then come back and do a 1:30 docket.
Yes.
And 1:30 staffing.
Right.
All right.
I will see you all at 1:15. I'll come early.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. All right, Mr. Griffin, did you hear what I indicated about staffing?
You say 1:30 or 1:45?